Slight change of pace. I'm actually going to try out my niche as a TV chef. I've got a wonderful recipe with my spicy chicken Cajun pasta. I'm about to show you how to do it. The first bits of attention we're going to do is actually make the sauce first. So here is what you need to make the sauce first. You're going to need an onion. Okay, you need to have 3 chilies. Now whether they're green or red, it doesn't really matter. I like to use a mixture of both. 2 chicken breast pieces. And normally I like to sort of mix cashew nuts or mushrooms, but in this case I'll just go with the mushrooms. Normally I usually go with the cashew nuts, but I probably won't worry about it because I want to make this as simple as possible. Okay, now what first needs to be done is that the chicken needs to be cut in strips, like so. Along with the mushrooms as well. Once the chicken and mushrooms are chopped up, what you need to do is combine them both and put them in a lunchbox with a little Cajun seasoning. Like so, like that. Let's make sure the mushrooms are put in. And also the chicken as well, the freshly chopped up chicken. Like so. Okay, and next up is apply the Cajun seasoning on top. Like that. And then close the lunchbox. And just make sure and just give it a shake. So just to make sure that the Cajun seasoning is blended in with the chicken and the mushrooms. Once that's done, let the mushrooms and chicken just sit for a bit. But until we sort of wait, it's time to chop up the onions and chilies. We heat up the fry pan and we saute the chicken and mushrooms. So you just keep cooking the chicken and the mushrooms, but it's probably advisable at the same time to actually let the water boil for the pasta as well. So once the chicken is brown and you're actually satisfied that it's actually cooked through the Cajun seasoning, next is to add the onions and the chilies. So once those are added, probably just give it probably a couple more minutes until the onion goes brown. So now that we're happy that the onions and the chilies have actually cooked out, the next thing we add to this mixture is a cup and a half of thickened cream. Just let the sauce simmer for a bit. So then is the time to put the pasta in, because it usually takes between 10 to 12 minutes for the pasta to cook, and it's about the same time as it takes for the sauce to simmer. Now with pasta, probably two most important things that is important to know. Number one, it can't be under or overcooked, aka al dente, as the so-called TV chefs put it. But probably the most important thing is to not put too much pasta, because it makes the sauce a little bit dry and it doesn't make it as enjoyable to eat. Now, as for what type of pasta, penne is good, and also the shells as well that sort of seals in the sauce if you like. But me, I'm a fettuccine fan. Now, probably the most appropriate is probably about 250 grams is probably the most important for a serving of 2 to 3. So it's approximately about probably half this packet. And probably the last finishing touch when it comes to searing the sauce, you just need to top it up with a bit of basil. And black pepper. And at that point, what we do now is wait. Cheers. Now it's important to know that when the pasta is dry and you actually strain it, it doesn't mean that the pasta is ceased from cooking. The reason being is because the steam heat is still cooking it. So what you need to do once you strain the pasta is actually rinse it in cold water, so it actually stops cooking and actually prevents it from going mushy. The last step is adding the pasta to the sauce. Just mix it around a bit. And we're just about done. So just add shaved Parmesan cheese. And voila! So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, my spicy Cajun chicken pasta. If you're feeling peckish or if you're feeling bored, give it a try, and yeah, give me your feedback as well. So happy eating. Cheers.